guys, it's me, Douglas, and today is the day I'm going to show you how to play Stack the States 2. So let's get started. First, you may have noticed there are states on top of the logo. Yeah, those. You can. So when the states follow the water, Texas here. What the heck? Wait. You can see the states floating. You can see the states floating. Okay, next, this logo. Well, we can use this 2. If you clicking on the 2, well, you can have some fun with it. And then it will spin the logo. You can also, if you tap a state, it will send high up into the air, like high up into the air. And then you can just slide your finger over here, and mouse cursor in there, and you can see, yeah, you can do a lot of easy trick shots, like if you want to smack states or something. Yeah. The first thing you want to do. So the first thing you want to do is to go select player with your cursor or finger. Then first, you can either select player 1, or you can choose guest. If you choose guest, then that means all the stuff, but we're not going to spoil it for now, so I'm going to pick player 1. So if you choose that, you have to choose a state that you live. However, there's a catch. There are some people in this world that did not live in the USA. So if you don't live in the USA, you can choose a state you like. Even if you don't live in that state. So in this case, I'm going to pick Iowa because he seems cute. Why the heck did I just say that? Oh my god, my brain's dead. Okay. Next, tap your name. Tap to enter your name. You can choose your name. It's your name. For example, mine is Douglas, and we're all set. If you want to change a state, don't worry. We have all kinds of states, all 50 states. Where is District of Columbia? Well, now you might think, where is District of Columbia? It's not a state. It's not a state. So now if you choose a state, not it. Next, you gotta tap the question mark. And once you tap the question mark, you can now choose whatever. The question needs to be at least 2. 2, by the way. They have 9 questions. However, if you want to select very limited options, you can go to the information and just put on speech on, in which that will cause it to be 5. But if you don't want speech, you can turn that off, and it will select 9 options for you to pick. So yeah, now you know the basics. Now I also can click learn if you wanna. But we're gonna check with play games first. First, you have is Stack the State. This is the first game, and you're gonna play it. Then first tap it, and there are 4 rules. Your goal is to build a stack the state high enough to reach the checkered line. To answer each question correctly, you need to get a state. You need to answer each question correctly. So if you don't tap inside, that you got your own state like New York here. Tap inside the ring to move the state. And you can tap outside the ring to rotate the state. And then drop it, and then you will drop it. The drop position is just over here. Most of the controls are used by mouse, though. You can click OK or don't show again. Don't show again means you don't want to, you know already and you don't want to show, but I recommend you click OK. Now that you got that, which state capital is Hartford? In this case, we're going to get Connecticut. Tap inside the ring to move the state, outside the ring to rotate, and drop it. To drop it, you have to click with reverse. And all of these actions are done by a computer now. And bam, now that you got your state planted. However, if you get it wrong, like this, the state will tell you, and you do not get the state. However, if you got it right, you get a state. I already asked you this, but yeah. Now, sometimes there's lots of coincidences, and sometimes there may be confusions on states, like Manhattan, Kansas. Now that you got your check your state out, you earn a new state. These states, however, now they're placed on a cup, and then they shuffle it. If you want to get a state you really want, sorry, you just have to. And then the stack height was how high you went up. And the correct answer is how many answers did you got right? 3 out of 4. And the correct answer is for example, 1 out of 4 will be 25%, and 0 out of 4 will be 0%. But that's basically, but that will be, so, and 2 out of 4 will be 50%. Now you just need to pick a state. I'm going to pick this one. In this case, we got Connecticut. Now you can either choose play again or use the games. But now, if you tap the state, you can tap it. The state. Now you can click the state. Now the evaluation just shows the evaluation. The highest possible is 218th though. The cities are just the cities that the capital Hartford. And speech, it's like speech. If you click on the yellow text, which is Hartford, the speech will say it. See it? The speech mail. And the size will see how big it is. And landmarks are based that. Yeah. So now you've got that. You need 10 more states to can map it. 20 states you can connect to, and capital tap. But because we don't have no time for that right now, we need to go to guest and see. First is map it. There are 3 rules in map it. Tap the correct state. Your goal is to have every single state on that line. If you tap on the incorrect location, so yeah, you kind of know the drill already. If you tap on the correct state, like the code here, you can win. However, if you put on the wrong location, like this, you'll get a strike. Your goal is to complete. However, there's a catch. If you don't get all limited lives, you get limited lives. And if you get 3 strikes, it's game over. So yeah, I'm gonna pause the video now. Now watch the process to do the roll. But because we have no time for that now, let's just. Alright, so if you completed 100%, however, completed 100%, if you multiply the number of strikes and multiply. So that means the highest possible score you can get strikes, that will lead to. The maximum possible score might be 200. So next is Connect 2. Now in Connect 2, you can connect as much quickly the states you can able to. What the? You can connect many states in one. You have 1 minute. Connect as many states as you can. You can just drag them with your cursor or something. Oh, by the way, now that you can tap it in, you have computer. Just be careful not to get lost or anything. Oh, by the way, before you play the game, I recommend you study a lot about the USA before you actually play the game. Because if you don't know how to play, then we can just here. But since we have very limited options, so yeah. So So yeah, as you can just see right here, we got a new score. It is possible to get 25 or something, but I don't recommend. And the last one is Capital Tap. Now, in Capital Tap, you can just, so you can, in this case, if you choose a straight capital, now you can get it right. However, if you're getting wrong, make it a strike. Patient in Nebraska. However, there's a catch. If you're wrong on the pinpoint at the wrong location, well, now, if you got it wrong, you'll get a strike. And getting wrong 2 times will lead to a strike. Now, if you write the correct location, this one, you get 2 points. Not very close, but close to the cap may lead to 1 point. And however, if you get it wrong, oops. However, if you get it wrong, and once you get 3 strikes, well, you know the drill. Yeah. Now it is actually possible to complete 100% of the game with no strikes, but you also need to study more for this game too. Now you complete all the games. My state. Now, if you completed every single state, you get access to the DC. Now, the DC does not have any cities, but instead, if you look at the elevation, it's pretty flat, as you can see. If you look at the landmarks, you have the White House, the Washington building. So your prize getting every single state is the DC, which is the district, aka District of Columbia. Now, next thing we're going to show you the information. We see, if you look up here, you can see all of the types of credits. And then we go to settings. You need to use the music. You can show or hide, and you can also add sound. Now speech. Now for speech on. Speech on. Now we have the quality fastest, fast, simple, good, equal, and fantastic. Setting it to fastest may lead to do this as the order of states. But if you select it to fantastic, this will happen. Yeah, this will happen. Yeah, that would happen. So I recommend setting the quality to fantastic for the best experience. Now speech. Now But before we end the video, we're going to talk about flashcards. Flashcards are talking about the entire state's personal information. Not really, though. First is the state, which is the shape of the state. Next we have is the flag, which you can see here right over here. This one is the state, and this section is the capital. Next section is the nickname, and these sections are the border states. These sections are the major cities, and this section is the landmarks. And this section also here represents that it borders Canada or Mexico. For example, if a state borders Canada, it's got in check. But if a state borders Mexico, it also puts in check. Also, now that you know how to play Stack the States, show this to your friends or something. Or, anyways, and I hope you enjoy and learn a lot from this video. Anyways, goodbye. Oh, and by the way, this is a 1-year remaster of my last one. Yeah, the last one was terrible, so this one's a better version. Anyways, goodbye. Now that you know how to play Stack the States, show this to your friends or something. Or, anyways, and I hope you enjoy and learn a lot from this video. Anyways, goodbye. Oh, and by the way, this is a 1-year remaster of my last one. Yeah, the last one was terrible, so this one's a better version. Anyways, goodbye.